You know, we needed something different. So if you're in the NFT space and you're tired of the monkey projects coming out every week, enough monkeying around, it's time to start talking about projects that have some utility. With that being said, I want to welcome everyone to check out the BooBETH NFT that we're actually getting ready to show you all here live in real time. And before we get started, I do want to let you know that you can always follow us here on Twitter. That's at CryptoGlenn. Pop that up here for you. Here it is. You can always follow us here at CryptoGlenn. You can find me on Twitter there. You can also find me on YouTube. Currently represented 240 followers, subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you to the 2,140 subscribers that we have on YouTube. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I just want to say thank you. All right, now that you actually have the socials, I want to go back here to Twitter. You guys just take a look here at Twitter, BooBETH. If you click this Discord link right here, it's going to bring you directly into the Discord family, where we're going to be going over all kinds of things. This is where we take the votes to learn what kind of projects you guys want to learn how to create. And once we have that, what's going on to my Russian friends viewing on YouTube? Appreciate you for being here. Once we have that information, we'll go ahead and get to work on the code. Once that code is complete, we're going to teach you all how to use it. And once you've learned how to use it, we're actually going to turn around and give it to you. That's the whole entire purpose of the NFT that we've built. Okay. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go to close that. Here we actually have Visual Coder. That's kind of where this whole entire thing goes down. There's no reason to get worked up about that now, as this is just a demonstration. You see I've got this box over here. This is actually where the NFTs will populate once they're generated. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight all of these. I'm going to delete them. They're deleted. You see it's gone from my coding code editor here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in the command. Now, mind you, I already have all my artwork done. I've already got all the layers in, so everything is all ready to go. And I'm just going to hit enter. And it's actually going to start to generate my NFTs. So this is especially awesome because if you're someone who's been wondering, how do I get this done? We've done it for you. We've done it for you. You can simply put how many you want the engine, if you will, to populate. You can edit the rarities. Right now I'm doing this on YouTube and TikTok, so I've kind of got, some things covered up here. You can use your imagination. And ideally what this allow you to do is this will allow you to adjust your rarities. So you can tell the program what attributes you want to show up more frequently, less frequently, so on and so forth. The reason why we decided to go with Rust is because the name of the project is called BooBETH. It was really created around October, and October is Global Awareness Month for breast cancer. So we wanted to do something that was centered around that. All right. So if you guys are watching this, if you have any questions, do me a favor and just leave it in the comment section. I'll be sure to get to it. Okay. So those are still running. We've got about 260. So I think we've got this set to about 300. So we'll just wait for that to finish and then we'll run it again. And it does a fantastic job of making sure that no duplicates come out unless you actually want duplicates. Okay. Let me do this here. I'm going to take a timeout. I'm actually going to share the actual stream. How do I do that? Can I share this? Here we go. All right, and we are back. So I'll just share that to our Twitter, or to my Twitter. Let me see here, click on that. Okay, that's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, give me just a second here, guys. I want to make sure I send this out to the respective parties where they should be. Give me just a second. All right. I want to say what's going on to everybody watching at TikTok. Thank you for being here. I want to say thank you to everybody watching on YouTube. I appreciate you all for being here. As you can see here, we actually have our code editor that's going to allow us to basically run the code, all right, if you will. And then here we actually have the folder where all of our NFTs are going to generate. Keep in mind that we actually already have the artwork done. We already have the layering done. And right now we are putting on display the actual NFT that's going to allow us to mint our NFTs. Eduardo on YouTube, what is this? This is the BooBETH NFT. So this is a project we've been working on for a number of months, about 4 months to be exact. Going through, showing you guys the use case of this NFT. This use case is quite different than anything I've ever seen before. We actually take votes from our community and we tally those votes, and based on the votes we create the projects that our communities want to learn how to create. So one of the earlier votes that we took was from our community. They said we want to learn how to create a 10K PFP profile. So what we did is we generated the code and the smart contracts that would allow us to be able to do one. We tested it. We're going to give this code after showing how to use the code to each of the BooBETH holders after launch. We're going to show you guys how to use it, and then we're going to give you the code so that you can create your own projects. That is the sole use case for this NFT. So over here, like I was saying, you've got, this is just a text editor that I use that allowed me to produce the code and the smart contracts over here. And then right here is just the folder where each of the NFTs will actually be populated. Okay. And I just want to say if the computer crashes, I will restart the live. So just kind of sit tight. What I'm going to do now is just send the link out so we can get some more people to view this, because other people have expressed interest in this, and I definitely want them to be able to see this. If you haven't already, joined the actual Discord, right? That's discord.gg/boobeth, BOOBETH, and I'll show you the link here in a second. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to allow you to join the community, okay? So going to be just a second here, folks, and I just want to send out some links. All right, let's get that sent out. I need another assistant, man. Anybody want to help me be an assistant? Let me know. We'll get y'all plugged in. All right. So we're going to wait for that to populate. Boop, 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 boop. Great. it works. Let's get that same tweet sent out. Man, that link is long, boy. Let's do this. Cancel. Can I quote the tweet? I want to quote it. All right. That's the BooBETH NFT. All right. So now that we got that, let's send that out to Twitter. Boom, send that out. Cool. All right, let me get back here and check the comments, make sure I haven't missed anything. When am I coming to NC? I'm assuming that stands for North Carolina. Soon we'll have to see. See what the schedule allows. This thing has definitely kept me busy for a number of months. And after it's all said and done, it will be time for a vacation. All right. So just for an example here, you guys got to forgive me. I'm doing a lot here at one time. For illustration purposes, Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? This is an NFT project that a lot of people, can I get this on OpenSea? Yes, this is OpenSea. Come on. Bored Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks. These are pretty much the founding blocks of everything that we do here with NFTs. They created the madness that we see in this space right now, and they are the reason why everyone has decided to create NFTs. Some NFTs are better than others. All NFTs are not exactly created equal, but this is in a sense what we're talking about here. So you've got a base image, different layers, different backgrounds, each one making up a different image, right? Now people have tried to go on and do this on their own, and it's not a good use of time trying to, actually doodle out one image at a time. And so how these are created is you got to get with the programmer, developer, someone that really knows how to make this thing work on the computer end. And what we've done is we've made it so, assuming that you already have your artwork, right? We've taken a lot of the guesswork out of this. So if you have artwork, right, you can actually go to your artist. You can say, hey, this is what I want my NFT to look like. These are the attributes, the layers that I want it to have. You take all that, you bring it over into an NFT like this, right, where we actually develop the code. We teach you how to use the code. We're going to give you the code so that you can do it. And again, I will clear all of this out. See, they're about to go bye-bye. They're slowly disappearing. All right. Wow, that's taking a long time. Probably should have just deleted it in the main folder. All right, so they are gone. Cool. All right, we're going to come over here. We're going to go type in our command. And it's going to run and it's going to create more images for us. You see what we've done? We've actually simplified this for anyone who has ever thought about creating an NFT. This is a use case. And the thing that's beautiful about BooBETH is it's not just beholden to NFTs. If you want to learn how to make an ERC 721, we can teach you how to, well, this is an ERC 721. If you want to learn how to make an ERC 20 project, we can teach you how to do that. If you want to learn how to do an ERC 1155, we're going to teach you how to do that. What we're looking at doing is the things that we haven't had an opportunity to look at yet, right? The projects that represent the cultural shifts and the new trends that aren't here now. When they come out, we want to learn, or we want to show you all how you can be the developer of that kind of project, because the people who fare out fairly well in crypto are the people who get in early, right? The people who do better than them are the people who get in on a white list or a pre-sale. The people who ultimately do better than everybody else are the developers. Nobody is out earning the developers. So you take an NFT like this, you learn how to use the code, how to use the technology, and then you turn around and you create your own project and you put value into the market space, and in turn, people want to transact with you. Okay. Again, if we're going back and we're talking about Bored Ape Yacht Club, that's one NFT. So assuming that you got in early enough on this, right? That's one NFT. So if you got in early on this one, you said, okay, I got one and the price has gone up a little bit and you like where the price is going. If you said, now I want to sell it. Well, after you sell it and that transaction completes, it's like running out of ammunition. That's a trick you can only do one time. You understand? But if you actually have an NFT like this, now you can keep producing projects. The problem with this business model is, when I say business model, I mean the idea of actually buying and trying to flip NFTs, is you could get a bad NFT at a high mint price and the market just might not want it. Then you're stuck with the NFT. Now you've got to try to find some additional capital to find another decent project that you can hopefully turn around and flip. So you're kind of beholden to the NFTs that are coming out. With the actual project like BooBETH, and if you like the artwork, that's great. The main focus is the actual utility, the use case of the NFT. If you like the use case, okay, the benefit comes from not actually being beholden to one idea, more so actually being in a position where now you're only beholden to the ideas that you have. So if you have multiple ideas where, man, that would be a great NFT, or wow, that's an awesome NFT, you can constantly keep putting out meaningful, purposeful, value-packed projects, and people will keep wanting to transact with you. People will keep wanting to do business with you. Okay. Our artwork is just boobs now because, again, when we came out, it was October, Global Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But does everyone see that? If you see that, if you understand that, drop a 1 in the chat. So Carrie Peterson wants to know exactly how much are they. We have had people tell us, I've had people tell me that this needs to be 0.5 ETH. It needs to be 0.2 ETH. It needs to be 1 ETH because it actually has the ability to break the NFT space in some people's minds. I said, I don't want to price anyone out. And what I'm going to do is this is actually going to be made at release at 0.075 Ethereum. So I think at that price point, what we've been able to do is we've actually achieved a really sweet spot. It's not pricing anyone out at, 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, 1 Ethereum. But at the same time, it's also above that threshold where if gas prices get too crazy, it still makes sense to buy it. And you all know what I mean. We've all seen NFTs, they're priced super low, but then the gas fee, the transaction fee is higher than the price of the NFT. And some people question if it's even worth buying it. Okay. So at release, it will be 0.075. Okay. So under 0.1 Ethereum. And if you go to 500 or more, what's the price of Ethereum right now? Let me check. ETH is 36.49. Yeah, so right now it's $273. So for $273, you're actually getting an NFT. And again, that was if it were to launch today. But even when ETH was at 4,500, it was still at a very affordable price, right? That was like $337. So what you're getting for the money is you're actually getting, or what you're getting for your Ethereum is you're getting a learning tool where you can tap into this thing at any one given time and you can learn how to create the projects that are gaining traction in the space at any one given time. I don't know of another NFT that offers utility like this. And I don't mean to bash, but when I look around the NFT space, I see projects that are coming out as quick cash grabs. And you want me to run it again? Sure, I'll run it again. This time I'm actually going to delete it from over here because it'll go faster. All right, so boom, you see it, they're all gone, right? I'm going to come over here, put in my script. and it's going to generate me a brand new batch of NFTs. And I've ran this all the way up to like 20,000, and it came up with like 20,000 images, but you have to have your artwork has to support that amount. But what I was saying was, when you look around now, you've got 40 different ape projects, enough monkeying around. Like, we need to be trying to usher, in my opinion, subjective, one man's opinion, we should be looking at trying to usher in the age of NFT Rs. And to me, that R, that designation, that's something I just put on this NFT. That R designation stands for real world utility. We all know where NFTs are going. One day you're going to be able to get into a concert with an NFT. You all know that one day you're going to be able to get into CSE. You're going to be able to get into an auto show. You're going to be able to get into, any number of things with your NFT. Super secret, elusive, societal clubs with your NFT, right? But if we already know where it's going, let's just get there. I believe that the NFTs that you purchase should have, supreme utility. Would I buy an NFT just because the art looked good? Sure. But, at a certain price point, you want it to actually do something. At least I do. Right? So that's what I think one of the important things are when we're talking about NFTs. And I just want to be sure, can you all hear me on YouTube and TikTok? Can you guys hear me all right? Perfect. Perfect. So again, if we're going over here to Twitter, so to populate this here, if you click that link, if you go over to Twitter and you type in BooBETH NFT, BOOBETH NFT, it's going to bring you to the actual project page, right? Down below, you will actually see a link to the Discord. This Discord is going to have all of the pertinent information. Again, we've covered price, but when is it going to release? If there's any updates, changes in schedules, everything you need to know is going to be on this actual Discord right here. So come over to Twitter at BooBETH NFT. I love that name, Boobies, because it sounds like boobies. That's such an awesome play on words. But come over to the Twitter, click the link. It's going to take you over to Discord. You're going to have to join. Now, when you come over to Discord, okay? When you come over to Discord, let me see. Where is my Discord? All right. When you come over to Discord, right, you will need to click on, you're going to be brought into the welcome page. It's important, you got to scroll past all the members that have joined. It's important that you click this green checkbox here. Can you guys see that? Carrie Peterson, I'm going to go over that right now. I'm glad you asked that. Carrie wants to know, how do you actually buy one? So when you, where's my Twitter? When you come over to Twitter, just click that link. You can even go to discord.gg/boobeth if you're familiar with Discord, and it'll bring the server up. But if you're not, come over to Twitter, click the Discord on the Twitter. It's going to bring you over to the actual Discord server. Verify so we can actually make sure that you're a real person. And then you'll be in with the general, the general chat where everybody's talking. Okay, so you'll be in there. We've got the announcements tab here. This is where you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And there's a few other channels. Our charity list. This is the social impact good that I wanted to make sure that we had affiliated with this project. So we came out in October. At least that's when we opened the doors to the community. I wanted to make sure that we could make a positive impact on a very deserving cause. So what we're looking at doing is making monetary aid support available for smaller breast cancer researcher firms. Okay. And so right now our community, they're letting us know, hey, take a look at this organization. They deal with breast cancer. And this is what makes them unique. We want these stories. We want this information because, these are organizations that we want to impact. If people are turning around, they're buying our NFT, they're coming into our ecosystem, we want to be able to turn around and put good back into the environment. So this is our social good impact that we're looking to definitely make some significant impact here. Okay. Above all else, you can always go to boobeth.com. It'll take you to the website. Obviously, you probably want to make sure that you access it with Chrome because, MetaMask and all that jazz. And once you land on the homepage here, you can actually take a look at some more information regarding the project. We've got our roadmap here, and this is going to change a little bit. Here you have some of the team members, and then you have some more of our links. You've got our Discord, our Twitter, our OpenSea, and our Reddit. So if all else fails, if you can't remember how to get to the Discord, come to the official website, boobeth.com, and you can always click the Discord invite, and boom, it'll take you there. And of course, you can't see it because it just popped up on another screen, but yeah, it's there. All right, do we have any more questions? Somebody said they want to see it ran again. Sure, I'll run it again for you. Sure, I will run it again for you. Let me just clear out some of my... Kira, does that answer your question about how you can buy one? If not, you'll be actually able to go to that website, and the website that you're actually going to mint the NFT from, that's actually the same functioning mint site that you're going to get once you actually obtain the NFT. So it won't be like the same mint site we're going to use, but we're going to give you the infrastructure for a mint site so that once you do your project, you'll be able to style it and create it the way that you want to. But then, again, you won't actually have to go to OpenSea, mint it to OpenSea, split that fee with OpenSea. Like, you'll be able to have your collectors, your community mint directly from your website. So it's fully Web3. I mean, this is exactly what Web3 is about, the exchanging of value over the internet. Okay. Yes, I want to see it run again. Okay, so let's run it again. Again, we're going to delete it. And you can just imagine these, this NFT being anything. I could have did one with sharks. I could have done one with monkeys like everybody else is doing, but I wanted things to be different. I wanted it to stand out. All right. So here we have our blank folder. I've got my code editor over here. This is where the magic happens. This is where all of the important files are that make this happen. The code, the smart contract, everything's just been compiled into one location. We're going to click enter. We're going to run it. And then again, you have more NFTs that are actually popping out. Okay. If you guys have any questions, you can always feel free to DM me here on TikTok. I'm always here on TikTok. I'm always available on Twitter and YouTube. But I'm very proud of this NFT because this is something that, myself and a lot of other people worked on, utilizing resources available to us, brain power, and just sheer determination to make this available. I think this is going to help a lot of people, and I'm very, very excited. Very excited. Carrie, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me check back in here with my family over on YouTube. Definitely, yeah. I mean, I personally haven't seen anything like this, so I'm very, very excited about it. This has been a long process in the making. Stayed up late many of nights. Still in the marketing aspect of it now, but I know once more people catch wind of this, it's going to be a game changer for a lot of folks because there's a lot of people out there that have really good ideas. They just don't understand that, the technical aspect of it, or how to bring the technological aspect into it. My thoughts on UFO. I've heard some good things about UFO, but honestly, I've been focused with this a lot, and I have noticed that there's a lot of trendy stuff popping up in the market. I just haven't been keeping up with a lot of the trendy stuff. I've been focused on building this out and just the overall crypto market in general. But I have heard good things about it. I just can't really speak to it about UFO because I just don't, I just don't have the info. Shiba to the moon. Shiba to the moon. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Shiba. A lot of people out there that love Shiba. I've got a good friend who is on social media telling folks to buy Shiba, and it hasn't recovered to the point where it's at when he told people to buy it. But one thing we really, really like is dollar cost averaging. So if you bought Shiba when it was at that point, I can't remember, where it was at, but it's been down a little bit. little bit away since that announcement was made. So, I mean, dollar cost averaging, if it ever does return to the point where it was at when that announcement was made, I'm sure it's going to make a lot of people happy, you know. But this is definitely something I've been focused on, just like the NFTs and trying to figure out how to bring value to people. And I get a lot of questions about, is this going to be able to create passive income and all that jazz? And the short answer to that question is not this iteration of the NFT. I did not want to attach anything to this NFT that would possibly be in the crosshairs of the SEC, because I don't think it's a matter of if, I think it's a matter of when the SEC starts to turn its gaze to everything that we have going on in the NFT space. A lot of these NFTs that are offering people passive income, there's no way the SEC can go after all of these projects, but they will be able to go after the marketplaces where they're being bought and sold and housed, and they will make those marketplaces pull those NFTs offline. So if that happens, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to have NFTs that are going to be worth a lot less. So the beautiful thing about what we have here is it's totally safe. It's a teaching NFT. It's an NFTR, NFT with real world utility. That's what the R stands for. And, you know, we're not doing anything against SEC guidelines. Okay. So that's super cool. Are there going to be airdrops? Yes, there's going to be airdrops. And your airdrop, as well as your generation 1, so these current edition of BooBETH NFTs, these will act as memberships to the community. So in order to get access to the community, after mint, you will have to own a BooBETH NFT. So everyone that holds a BooBETH NFT, they're actually going to be welcomed into a totally separate part of the BooBETH server where all of the information and the how-tos and all that is going to take place. So if you wanted to sell one, I guess you could. I would just make sure it's probably the airdrop, because these are going to have a lot more utility as we move forward. I think one thing that you'll notice is with the boobies that we have here, this is a lot different. I've got 4 million. Whoa, 4 million Shiba. Wow. Loan me like 600,000. I think what you'll notice is different here is a lot of times when you buy into an NFT, if they're saying, hey, we're going to make a movie or we're going to build a comic book or we're going to make, a video game, you're waiting for that big utility case to be completed. Here, I would say this is about 99.5% done, right? So if we had a group of people who on day one of the launch were like, cool, we're ready to get started now, myself or others could walk you through this 100% and show you how to actually do this. Will you be able to sell these and gain residuals? Yes. So the residuals is 2.5% to the seller. We didn't want to gouge you guys. I mean, hey, you're spending good money on actually coming into the community. So if you sell it, you're going to get 2.5%. If there's a split there with us, then our split goes into a community wallet, and that community wallet, those funds, what we do with those funds, you guys decide. So the community decides. Does that make sense? Yes. Good. Sweet. Man, I'm getting a lot of Russians in the chat tonight. Hey, so glad to have you guys here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got here late, want to see you run it again. Okay, so I'm more than happy to show you guys. And that's the beautiful thing about this, because me, I like buying things that work, right? So we'll run it, and then you see it populating in real time. There it is. There it is. And after this run, we'll kind of take a look at some of the artwork here. And I am still, getting together with our artists. I'm putting in input. We just went to the community and we said, hey, what kind of artwork do you guys want to see put into this thing? So we're waiting to hear back. But I've got some ideas for some more artwork that I want to incorporate into this. But as far as rollout and scalability and getting started, yeah, this thing, it's ready. It's ready. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. I'm excited to see what this is going to do for other people. And like I said, people that say, hey, you guys aren't charging enough for this. And I'm like, the number one thing I ask for is, I know there's going to be more events like NFT NYC. And the only thing I ask is that, when you see me out there in public, pull me aside, tell me about your story. I want to get a picture with you and tell me about your story and let me know more about your project that you were able to incorporate through the utilization of this NFT. And I think if we do a good job, and let me know, yeah, you start a project, and if there's any way that we can, help give you some exposure and bring some more eyeballs to what you have going on, I'd like to help you do that. Because I think as long as people are willing to stick together and help each other out, and as, our brand and our project gets bigger, if I'm able to turn around and lift people as I climb, then ultimately that's going to be the win-win. Can you do more than 300? I've seen it go to 300 a few times. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where am I at? 300. Let's go 1,000. Right. All right, so you guys see here. Can I get one? Do freckles. Come on. I really like those tiger stripes. Those are probably some of my favorites. Come on. The Ethereum nipples, that's pretty cool. Really like those. Kind of brisky. I'm in the Discord. How do I know if I'm whitey? Let's check. Matter of fact, on the Discord, if you at BooBETH and just ask him, he should be able to tell you. I believe if you click your name in the Discord, if you have a whitelist role next to your name, you've been whitelisted. That's how we have it set up. So if you have the whitelist role, you've been whitelisted. And as of yesterday, we only had but a handful of whitelist spots left for our OGs, if you will. Since then, I think a lot of those have gone. They've been taken because yesterday we only had about 100. How many people did we have in Discord yesterday? I'll have to ask around. I can't remember off the top of my head, but now we're at just over 1,100. But you can still get a whitelist. The whitelist for the Genesis crew is just over, right? So a lot of things that we were doing differently from our project was we were getting people into the Discord, and as long as they joined and they verified, you got a whitelist spot. Let me see how many people are on this thing. We might be able to do that for a couple more of you guys. Join the Discord. Let me know that you are on the live stream, and I'll get you a whitelist spot. Oh, this is cool. I like this one. So taking a look here, we've also got in our art nods to other projects. So here, this is the noise skin from Bored Ape Yacht Club that we've incorporated into our project here. I thought that was a nice touch. We're gonna play a game with these two, so I can't go giving you guys away all this stuff, right? We'll just go over one more. If you guys can tell me which recently dropped NFT this skin is from, we got a prize for you. And we'll make that announcement in the Discord. So after tonight, if you join the Discord to get a whitelist spot, it is going to require a little bit of work. Keep in mind, for the first 100 people that joined, all we said was, hey, join, whitelist, boom, you're going to get a whitelist spot. I know there's, projects out there that make you grind all the way up to like level 50. I know you guys got jobs and that's not really feasible. So we may not do that, but it is going to require a bit of work. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So the green and peach one, sure. And one thing I'm also I love about this is just when you actually take a look and you see the names to some of the attributes. Like that was one of the most fun parts, for as stressful as doing what a project like this is. That was one of the more fun parts. Just actually being able to create unique names for some of the attributes. So someone asked to see this one. This is a very abstract piece. This is one of the ones I had the most fun creating. I actually did the artwork on this one. Right. You can see it. Had a lot of fun. And I think, this is just, I think when more NFTs that offer utility like this start to kick off, we're going to see some projects that have really, really great value. And that's what it's about. Projects that have really, really great value. Emily Gregory, what's going on? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you for being here. Any questions about the NFT, I'd be more than happy to answer them. All you have to do is ask. We're probably going to hang out here for just a little while longer. Wants to know if she's on the whitelist. I was told to check. What is your name on Discord?